Well, boys and girls, I hope you guys are excited. And I hope you guys are having a good new year. Real quick, heading over to Bitcoin. 1 hour buy signal. Looking good. Last buy signal was here. That was relatively in the position that we're in now. You can see I'm expecting a move up. Looking like we may run out of gas at around 50k. Judging off the whale lines. I posted a trade earlier in the Telegram talking about a bounce off of the whale line here and to take a long. So if you want to check that out, psychotrading.org. Scroll to the bottom, find the Telegram, and you can jump in. And looks like we may exhaust out at 50k on this run up. And of course, we're going to bounce around. But I'm really thinking that that's going to be the point where we top. If we sort of go back, we're running the whale lines at the moment. Gotta let them load. There we go. You can see that we got 50k here. And looking over, and it's in this area as well. And I mean, there may be that chance that we do make it up into the 58. Ooh, man. And we could be, I don't know, I don't want to say it yet. Could be starting the bull market. I don't know. So I was thinking last night, and I was like, well, I need to check the yearly. Because, you know, it's kind of funny that we get January 1st, and then we start pumping. So I go over to the yearly, and I look, and this thing is like ready to move. Let's I want to turn the scale off and logarithmic. This thing is like ready to push up. You can see here, you know, we could be in this spot as well, but I'm also expecting this year to be the run. So it'd be something like in scale, I could see in scale something like that. Which leads us up into 300,000. I know that sounds unbelievable, but you know, that's what, 600%. And then our last bull run was definitely not that. But if you count it up into this, it was 800% from the low, or even not even the low. So very well could be starting something. And we can get down to like the 6 month if we really wanted. Oh, dude. Dude, just the patterns. 3 month. Ooh. July 2020. 2019. October. A 3 month buy signal on Bitcoin. Damn. I don't know. I don't want to say it yet, but it's really looking good. I mean, we need to look at lower time frames before we can really call that as the case. We got Bitcoin moving. Okay. Well, just gotta give it a little more time. I'm trying to knock out these other things before I talk about Bitcoin. NASDAQ actually came down today. Wow. 2 day. Well, I mean, we had one of the biggest rallies up ever. So that's pretty cool. Returning back to all-time high. Very interesting. Have to keep an eye on it. Nobody's really watching this right now. We're watching Bitcoin. All right, and for the special, let's check Bitcoin real quick. We just broke above the whale line here, pushing off the whale line. I actually have some longs running, and they're doing really well. I've been waiting in the long for all day. But yeah, I would expect some sort of move in the range of this, maybe up to the next psychosis line, depending on how hard that we break that and we run up to that. Probably exhaust in the middle, jump around, do all sorts of stuff. Moving over to Jesus coin. So we had that exchange listing. Sound like some confusion in that. I don't know what exchange, but like I said yesterday, probably Binance. I can almost guarantee that it's Binance just based off of experience. There is no actual exchange posted in the chat. They just gave an option for 3 of them, and 2 of them are out of the question. So, gotta be Binance. Once that news hits, Jesus coin will rip. So consider yourself early. Usually the exchange buys up a bunch. And that could have been what that sell-off was. You could see the yellow manipulated X's. That was kind of crazy. And that could have been the exchange pushing it down to buy. That's what it's what Binance does, dude. That's all they ever do. They actually were a part of 2020. They did a study and they found that 80% of all trading volume on crypto was manipulated, and Binance was the one doing it. So that being said, I mean, I do like that the price goes up, but I'm not surprised. That's all I'm saying. Anyways, we're up 16% on Jesus coin. Let's see if there's any surprises waiting to happen in the daily. This bottom here looks good. Who's the daily buy? What happened here? We broke one up to all-time highs. Remember when I told you about the buy here? Well, we're even lower now, so that means that there's more buying pressure that occurs. And the listing on an exchange, of course, gives you more liquidity, and therefore massive explosion. So if you sold out, you probably want to get back in. Just saying. And I know a lot of people think that that retail money is what moves the market. It's not true at all. You're even $10,000, $100,000 has nothing. It does nothing to the market. It may move the candle a little bit, but it doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. It's not what moves it. It's not what moves it like this stuff. So, all you have to do is figure out the waves, and you need to catch the wave, and you need to ride the wave. That's what's going on with that. So, daily buy signal popped. Still got 22 hours to confirm, but it doesn't mean the price won't move. It's just when the candle clears. Check lower time frame, 12-hour snake eye buy signal. Usually that's pretty good. No telling on the DeFi project though. Two-hour, interesting. Kind of remaining in the overbought. We did hit a supply zone here, so it's just a matter of seeing this break out. We could push back down and go up. Just depends. I say it just depends because this shit does not do what the indicators say it's going to do, so it's very difficult to predict. So when you go in like a super high time frame, you can get better accuracy But the problem is it hasn't been out long enough to really get those super high time frames. Bitcoin's good, and I'm gonna tell you right now, a rising tide raises all ships. So if Bitcoin's gonna run, everything is gonna run. That's why Bitcoin's up a little bit, and that's a lot to Bitcoin. Everything is following it. It's just the way it works. Moving on over to ordinals. Gotta check the BRC20 tokens. Nothing too different. 0xBT. I know Bing X just listed a couple more BRC20 tokens, which I'm going to put inside of this month's 1000x trades handbook. So if you want to get in on that, get in. Gonna be good. But yeah, moving on over to Diagonal Explorer. It's like we were up a tiny bit, up 86% on here. This got it into the 3 mil. Dang, I remember this being 5.8. 53 mil on Doggy. This is all still so cheap, guys. Even DCEX being up 280%, this is still super cheap. XM 177, RSTX 274. Low fees, it's cheap coins that are top in this list, ready for the next bull run. People are gonna buy the shit out of these guys. Everything's doing exceptionally well. GBTC has a gap. Interesting. Well, I guess technically there's a lot of gaps. Usually they get filled. Yeah, they apparently all get filled. This one did not get filled. So they do not all get filled. But it does not mean that we would go back to... What would that bring us down to, like 43 or something? I don't know. I mean, it could mean anything. So we go to extended trading hours. We got a wick here. This is when all the big players get to play. They get to play when you don't buy. So we'll just go ahead and expect that they've already filled their bags. What are we hitting? What's going on? Bitcoin running again. Doing good. Called this trade here. Kind of grueling. Just sit and watch it for a little bit. However, it turned out. .com coin doing the same thing. Let's check mobile. Man, this thing's been crapping the bed. I'm really betting high on this coin. So much potential. It's got so much money floating. It's got so much potential. Really shouldn't be selling. However, a lower price means more opportunity. So I'm mining it. I got 10 cell phones mining it. I have 2 outdoor hotspots and 1 indoor hotspot. So I'm accumulating as much as possible because I know when the bull run comes, this coin is going to go nuts. And it's very easy to accumulate a ton of it. Like a cell phone, one cell phone makes like $10 of this a day. So it's just like throwing $10 in there just to run that program on your phone. You can withdraw it if you want, but I highly advise that you don't do that. The $10 is not anything compared to what it's going to be in 3 or 4 months. So each day that you let pass and that you don't do this, you are giving up potentially $300 a day. Let that sink in. App is called Helium Mobile, and it's $20 a month, or you can just pay with the coin that you generate. So just a one-time $20, and that's to pay for a cell phone service, full-on cell phone service that you're allowed to map. And yeah, I won't tell you how to install it on 10 phones, but you got to pay for it 10 times. Just say that. But yeah, I hope everything's going well with you guys. Hope you're having a great new year. Let's make this year the best year ever. I posted a numerology video. I don't really care for numerology because I think it's not of the Lord. But this year apparently is equal to 8. And that means that a lot of people are going to focus on finances and Bitcoin, and everything is going to run like crazy. All right. Take care, guys.